Hello, today I'd like to share with you how we create our first Vantage classification skill. So I'm logged into Vantage. The first thing I'll do is go to our skills designer and create a classification skill. We will give it a proper name. And we'll create it. One of the first important things to understand about a classification skill is that we have this concept called classes. Classes are the different variants or types of this specific document that we have. And in this case, I have a direct deposit form. So what I'll do is I'll create a class. I have a form from a fake company called ABBYY and then another company called Custom Kitchens. And I'll just share with you an example of this direct deposit form. This is from the company ABBYY. So I want to tell the software what ABBYY looks like, what the different styles of forms are. And then I have another one here for Custom Kitchens of Bayshore. And this is another form. Now the idea with classification is that we can teach the software through samples how to recognize these different classes separately. So in this case, what I'm going to do is upload a few samples of each type. I'm just going to drag and drop them. And I'm going to move on to the next one. The software will asynchronously add those to that class. So in other words, I can work while the software is still learning and applying those different documents. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and upload these other samples to this other class. So now that these are uploaded, you'll notice that the train button on the far bottom right is now activated. I have the ability to train the software with those documents. Now that the training is completed, I can move on to our results tab, and we can see statistics about the document. So we can see the accuracy level, we can see the number of classes, we can see the documents that were used for those classes. We can even upload additional documents. So if I had another document that we want to upload, say this blank document, I would have the ability to go ahead and upload and use those documents. The next step here is we have the ability to publish this classification skill. We can give it a name, a description, some keywords so that we can find it as we search, and even upload some demo documents. Once we're done, we will hit publish. You can find that classification skill in your skills catalog under the classification skills section. So you can see here, here's the first one we just created together. And now you've created your very first classification skill within ABBYY Vantage. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, would you do me a favor and click the like button, the subscribe button, and even click that notification bell so that you can be notified when we post new videos. Thank you.